Hello my loves, it's Randy. Welcome to my channel, Goddess Fitness. And on this channel I like to share exercise videos, exercise challenges, baking videos, and cooking videos. Alright, and so today's video is a baking video. It's a bake with me. It's kind of chatty. It's funny, I think. Anyways, I think I'm funny. So if you're into that, definitely stay tuned. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my content. Alright, so like I said, today's video is a bake with me type of video. This is just the intro to my video. I've already actually filmed the baking portion like last week. I had to reshoot my intro here. So it was a lot of fun to do. It was a lot of fun making the video. It was a lot of fun baking. And so, you know, just a heads up, I do use organic ingredients. The cake is homemade. I rarely use processed products. I did use sweetened condensed milk, organic, and organic evaporated milk, okay? I don't know how to make those, so I did use some canned goods there, but for the most part, you know, it's caramel made from sugar, homemade cake, and basically homemade flan, okay? So, okay, but that doesn't mean that it's difficult. It is quite easy. It might just take a little bit longer, but it's a lot of fun, and it's not difficult. And I did mess up. You know, I really needed to use a deep baking dish for the water bath for the flan part. So my flan came out all bubbly, and I really feel it was because I didn't use my baking dish. I used a small roasting pan instead. That's what I had at the time. Okay, so definitely if you have, you know, a deep baking dish, please use that. I really think that's why it came out like all bubbly. You know, it tasted amazing. Okay, it's just it didn't look that great, you know, with all the bubbles in there. So, you know, just something to be mindful of, especially if you are making this cake, you know, for others, if you're going to be presenting it to others or something like that, okay? And presentation matters to you. Definitely do a deep water bath for this cake, okay? So, you know, probably we'll be doing another video a little bit later on in the future, okay? But yeah, let me know if you guys decide to you know, bake this cake, or let me know what's going on in the comments. Let me know what you think about this video, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Thank you. Today, yes, sorry. We are doing a magic flan cake, and it's a magic flan cake because you put it in the pan one way, and then when you take it out of the oven, it like magically inverts itself. So I'm using a, I think it's a 10 or 12 cup bundt pan. And so what you do is you put the cake batter in there first, and then you put the flan on top of the cake batter, put it in the oven, and it comes out with the cake being on top and the flan settled at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, it should be pretty interesting to see. I've never made this cake ever before in my life. I've made flan, I've made cake. I've never, you know, magically married the two together. So this should be interesting, and I'm really excited about doing it, and I hope it turns out well. If it doesn't, you probably won't see this video. So, and you do put the caramel on there first, okay? So what I'm going to do now is butter my pan, okay? And then I'm gonna get the caramel together and do that. I'm using coconut sugar to do that. And I will, I'm not gonna show that process, but I'll try to explain it to you the best I can. So, because I kind of don't know what I'm doing with that yet either. Okay? Okay, so I did the caramel, the coconut sugar caramel. And this is what we got here. I just sort of drizzled it all over the bottom of the pan, of the cake pan there. So then all I did was put the coconut sugar in a saucepan, a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar, and just kept stirring and stirring and stirring until it was, you know, the right consistency. I drizzle a little bit over into the cake pan, bring it back over to the flame, and to reheat it, okay, because it cools down quite quickly. All right, so let's see, and I have preheated my oven to 350. All right, so I'm going to do the cake part first, and then the flan. Okay, and I use coconut sugar because it is a healthier sugar alternative. It's a lot healthier. It's low on the glycemic index, and it actually, you know, it does have nutrients in it versus, you know, the refined white sugars. You know, there's nothing in there, and it goes through a refinement process that isn't healthy for the human body. Okay, so, you know, coconut sugar does have iron, zinc, potassium, calcium, as well as some antioxidants, okay? So, I like coconut sugar. It tastes just as good. It has a really rich flavor, and to be honest, it's not as sweet as regular sugar. So, yeah. So let's see, I have my recipe book here. I've got my Magic Flan recipe, okay? And so we are gonna start with butter and sugar. All right, I use Kerrygold Pure Irish Butter. They know how to, you know, treat their animals right. They're grass fed. Okay, and we're going to use 10 tablespoons of butter and cream it with a cup of coconut sugar. I don't know how I'm going to cream it because I do not have a mixer, so we'll see how this goes. I'll probably just use one of my big forks. So I used to live on a boat, and sometimes I still think I live on a boat, I guess. I mean, I just never, you know, had the thought to invest in a, you know, one of those mixers. So I'm just so used to without and doing things myself. I really don't like too many, you know, kitchen accessories. Okay, so 1 cup of coconut sugar. And this is the kind of coconut sugar that I use, Simple Truth Organic. I got it off of Vitacost. I used to, you know, just get everything at Sprouts, but Vitacost is a bit cheaper, so gotta save money where we can. And these are just the products that I use. It's not like a paid promotion or anything like that, alright? This is just the stuff that I have in my kitchen that I always buy. So, like 1 cup of sugar. Okay, but we are creaming up the butter and the sugar. And I'm sorry, like, I can't really give you guys visuals of doing this. Well, maybe I can. I mean, I'm a one-woman show here, so here you go. That's what it looks like right now. And there we go. One-woman show. Oh boy, I should have probably leave the butter out a little bit ahead to soften it. This is also a great form of exercise. Yeah. You seeing that? Upper body strength, okay. I really should have left it out sooner. We'll get there eventually. I love butter, and I get the unsalted kind. Yeah, the unsalted. Best. I mean, I don't know what kind of salt those Irish people use. I use Himalayan, the pink Himalayan salt, so. Holy heck. Almost. We almost got it. Okay. So this is what it looks like now. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. So we'll put some eggs in there, and I'll get butter too. Okay, so 1 egg. Got my beautiful brown organic cage-free eggs. Free range, whatever. Not whatever, really, but free range or something like that. Alright, so I always crack my egg into a cup before I put it into anything. I've had so many bad experiences of breaking a bad egg into my food and had to throw out the whole dish. Just not cool. So, comment below if you do the same thing. Okay, yes. Whew. Okay, so that is creamed. Yes. See? Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, what next? So, let's see. We are going to put the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Alright. So, I need another bowl. Here we go. Yes. Yes, we are on it. Okay. So this is the flour that I'm using now, and I do have other flour. I buy flour from Vitacost as well. It's the same brand that Simple Truth Organic, and it's really inexpensive. My husband snuck this into the cart. I told him that we have like 10 pounds of flour already, and he snuck this into the cart and got 10 more pounds of flour. So, okay. All right, so 1 3/4 cups of flour. Okay, so we're going to do 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder. And 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to use cacao powder, and that is the kind that it is. Can you see that? It's Nativas. I think that's how you say it. I ordered that on Vitacost.com too. Okay, so I like to keep my stuff in containers. I used to have labels on them, and the labels just came right off, so that's why it looks like that. But, so we're going to use 1/3 of a cup of cacao. powder. And that goes into our dry ingredients as well. And salt, my Himalayan salt, which I did not write on my recipe. And I need to write it down. So what are we gonna, we're just gonna do 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Hope that's okay. So, and then, so we're gonna mix that up. Okay, so it's well mixed together, and then I am going to use 1 1/4 cups of almond milk. And that's kind of almond milk that I have. Let's see here. Can you see that? Yeah. So the Sprouts, organic, and this is a 60-calorie one, so there it does have sugar in it. And I'll probably use, because I have just a little bit of this, I don't know if it's enough, but I also have like the 40-calorie kind too, so I'll probably use some of that too. I probably really doesn't matter. Just a personal preference for whoever is making or eating it. So yeah, that's like 1 cup of milk here. And what am I doing? 1/4 cup. I need 1/4 cup more. That's the 40-calorie kind. There's like no sugar in it at all. Hardly any. And, oh crap. Where is the 1/4 cup? So we're gonna mix the milk in with the creamed butter, sugar, and egg. Okay, and I just used 1 egg for this. There goes the milk. All right. And I should have used the big bowl. Oh well. So put the dry into the wet, okay. So the butter kind of clumped up because of the cold milk. Maybe I should have warmed up the milk a little bit. All right. Wow. We got a taste, right? OMG. That's amazing. I will just eat it like this. Okay. Okay. Alright, so pour chocolate cake batter onto the caramel sauce in the pan. Alright? That's what we're doing. This just like makes me so nervous. I really don't understand how this cake does it, but we are fixing to find out. I hope this works and you guys get to see this video, like whoever's gonna watch this video. It's like a really thick cake batter, and sorry, my camera cuts off after 30 minutes, okay? So it's thick. Look at that. This is my cake recipe. So we're gonna spread this out as, evenly as possible into the cake pan. Okay, it'll sit here and settle while I make the flan. So the flan's going to be next. But maybe it's supposed to be like this because the flan sits right on top of the cake batter. So, I mean, like I said, I've never done this before. And this is really interesting cake. I saw it, like I had an idea to do it. And to be honest, I really didn't know that this cake existed. But I just like, I wanted to do like a flan cake. That's what I wanted to do. Like I was actually thinking of like doing a pumpkin cake or something like that. And so like one day I Googled it and this came up like a magic flan cake. I'm like, what? So, oh man, I got it right in the middle. Oh, oh. So, I gotta use a spoon. And so I'm like trying to spread it around too. And I mean, you have to lick the bowl. So I always do anyways. Okay, well I hope that settles a little bit more. We'll see. I'll spread it out more if I need to. Okay, but that's what it looks like. Alright. So now we're going to do the flan part. And I've already done the caramel, so that's done and over with. That's like the only part that I don't like about making flan is like that caramel part. I don't know why, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. I beat the eggs first and then like I slowly pour in the sweetened condensed milk and the evaporated milk. Anyways, so organic sweetened condensed milk and organic evaporated milk. And we're going to use 4 eggs. Egg number 3. Come on. There we go. Okay, egg number 4. All right. Okay, now I'm going to put it in. Wow. Now the evaporated milk. And actually, I'm going to put some vanilla in there first. And I don't know, probably like a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to eyeball it. Here we go. And organic vanilla extract. And that's how you make flan here. I just have to put it into the pan on top of the cake batter. We'll see how this turns out. Again, I hope it comes out okay. Okay. Oh, I'm so scared to do this. See, I'll try to hold the camera and pour it at the same time. Let me get my stuff together here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, it turns out I did not have my oven preheated. So, I don't know how long they should just sit there together, so I'm gonna wait to put them together till the oven heats up. Okay, so while the oven is preheating, I am going to prepare a water bath for the magic flan cake. And you know, I'm just like totally not thinking. I didn't realize that this is what I was doing today, I guess, because last night I made lasagna and it's in my baking dish in the fridge right now. And what I wanted to do is use that baking dish for the water bath, because it would fit, you know, this pan would fit perfectly in there, and it's deep enough, you know, I wouldn't have to keep checking it to refill it. But it's filled with lasagna in my refrigerator, which is awesome. I love my lasagna, but I'm just not planning or thinking or whatever. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to use this, put this in the oven, use my, use like a pitcher or something and put water in there. And yeah, we'll figure it out. But this cake needs a water bath, okay? It's going to be in the oven for 60 minutes at 350. And you're supposed to take it out, check it after 60 minutes. And typically it needs to bake longer, so around 10 to 20 minutes more after that, usually. So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to mix this up a little bit more, mix the flan up a little bit more. And I'm pretty sure that my oven is preheated well enough right now. I've got my roasting pan in there with water, and here we go. Okay, well, it's gonna go in the oven now. Alright, it's been 60 minutes and I'm going to get the cake out. It inverted, it did the magic trick. It did the magic trick. Okay, so I'm going to use like a wooden skewer to see, to check it. It looks pretty good to me. Looks done, honestly. I think it's done. It's been in there for an hour in that water bath. Looks good. So I gotta let it cool and then put it in the refrigerator for about 4 to 6 hours for it to set. Alright, so it's the next day. The magic flan cake has been in my refrigerator since 5 o'clock last night. I took it out of the oven. I let it sit on the counter on a cooling rack for an hour, and then you know, just leaving it in the pan, in the bundt pan. I put it in the refrigerator and it's been in there since 5 o'clock last night. So I have it sitting in a roasting pan filled with warm water. I read online that it's supposed to help it come out of the pan a little bit more easily, the flan part, you know. So I'm gonna do my best to film myself taking it out of the pan, you know. So let's see how it goes. Okay, here we go. I am a little nervous. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Oh God. It just dropped. Oh, look at that. Oh, I did it. I did it. The magic flan cake. All right, let's have some for breakfast. Yeah. This is like the coolest thing ever. Oh, that's so pretty. Whoa, hello. That's so pretty. Mmm. That's perfect. Wow. This is a really good cake. Oops. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. This is a really good cake. That is the magic flan cake. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, you know, maybe make one for yourself and see the magic happen, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what's going on in the comments. And subscribe to my channel. Thanks.